Hey, I want to talk to you about what I call and what I hear other people call time affluence. So I know we're all looking to be affluent. We're looking to support ourselves and have money and, maybe even be rich, okay? Wealthy. And what I see and what I also have done is I've compromised my time and what I can do with my time for succeeding and accomplishing. So that's this idea of time affluence. How affluent are you with your time? And so that's the thing I think that truly successful people do is they find themselves time affluent. And mortality work is the exploration and the alignment of how you use your time, taking into account the finite nature of and facing the true reality that now's the time for you to do a lot of the stuff that you say you're probably going to do later. So, what I started asking people about 10 years ago is, and I ask myself, and I'll put it in my, as an I statement, what do I want to do with my time that's important to me? So, spending time with people I love, doing something that I love. So, something fulfilling, something that generates soul dollars for me. So, think of that about that for a second. And I talk about soul dollars, but what generates soul dollars for you and what depletes them? And if you're solving for the correct distribution and putting soul dollars in the right columns, you create a different life. And if you're solving for being time affluent so that you can spend that time doing things that you love, we have a completely different life that we start living. So we have approximately 1,000 waking minutes in a day. And some of you might already be thinking, well, I have more time than that. I don't need to sleep that much. I don't sleep that much. Bingo. And that's exactly what I'm talking about in recognizing the ways that we strike bargains and the things we do to try to gain more time with compromises in health, relationships, and stuff like that. So when we distribute our time in work, play, taking care of ourselves, having a spiritual practice, how do we distribute those 1,000 minutes? What's too much here? What's too little over there? So I say very, very often, if you're not taking care of your body, your health, your relationships, the people that you say are important and precious to you, you're not a successful person. And I can rationalize doing things temporarily, during a startup or some other specific shorter time period where you work your 12, 15, 17 hours a day, and you do that for 18 months or 3 years or 5 years, but 30 years, if you're going to do that for 30 years, I gotta challenge you on that. So some of you, I want you to think about this. I want you to be curious and to wonder, how would my life be different if I worked less than 50 hours a week? How would your life be different? So statistically speaking, your efficiency of the hours that you work over 50 hours a week dropped to 10%. So that means if you work 60 hours a week, you're basically working 51. And I know you're different, and you make good use of that time, and you're different. Okay, so but do a time audit and see what's being neglected. If you're working 60, 70 hours a week, and some of you are doing that, and that is a way, and for shorter periods of time, that's how you accomplish. That's how you go after things, and you get what you want. You do what other people aren't willing to do. But it has to end somewhere. When you have a family, when you have kids, and you're working 70 hours a week, I don't know, maybe it's working for you, but maybe it's not. So, and here's the other side of the coin. On occasion, I've worked under 35 hours a week. And, I was seeking and trying, and I was, gainfully unemployed. And I felt unproductive and like I wasn't being useful. And there's some baggage that I have around that. But what I know is that if and when I don't need to work, I know that I'll still do something that I use to work towards my mission in life, and that I spend my time contributing to the world to make an impact, whether that's for work or for money or for not. So do some serious soul searching, because here's the thing that I know. After talking to thousands of people, literally thousands of people, and the trouble is you always think you have more time. So enjoy yourself, because this whole thing, it ends. So the opportunity for you here is to ask this question, to kind of drop a bit deeper into inquiry. Are you the person that needs to work less and quit compromising? Or are you a person that needs to find more generative things to do with your time, something that gives you life and something that you make an exchange with the world, a transaction maybe, if you will? So the answer to that question is then, I want you to take action on it. Do something about it. So if you're aligned, and I don't know, those are my numbers. Please make them your own. But if you're in the sweet spot and you're aligned, keep kicking ass and making the world a better place. Thanks for your time. Have a great day.